Imagine this. It's 1928. A scientist named Alexander Fleming returns from vacation to find a messy lab. But in that mess, he notices something incredible. A mold, a type of fungus, had contaminated one of his petri dishes. And all around that mold, the dangerous bacteria he was studying had died. It was a no-go zone for germs. This happy accident gave us one of the most important medicines in history, penicillin. This tiny microbe, penicillium, became a powerhouse, a lifesaver. And it all started with a little bit of mold. This is the power of microbiology, where the smallest things can make the biggest difference for our health. So, how do we get from a moldy dish to a life-saving drug? We use a process called fermentation. Think of it like a microscopic factory. We take helpful microbes, like bacteria or yeast, and give them everything they need to thrive. A warm, comfy home and a sugary food source. They eat, they grow, and as a byproduct, they produce amazing things for us. This isn't just for bread or yogurt. In giant sterile steel vats, we use the same idea to grow microbes that churn out antibiotics, vitamins, and even powerful enzymes. It's a team effort between humans and microbes. This partnership goes even further with something called Biopharmaceuticals. These are complex medicines, like insulin, which people with diabetes need to survive. In the past, insulin came from animals. But now we can do something much cooler. We take the human gene for making insulin and insert it into a simple bacterium, like E. coli. The bacterium, now a tiny living factory, reads this new genetic instruction and starts producing pure human insulin for us. It's a safe, efficient, and incredible way to make medicine. The same idea is used to create vaccines and other complex protein-based drugs that help our bodies fight disease. And let's talk about vaccines. Vaccines are like a training session for your immune system. They introduce a safe, weakened, or inactive part of a virus or bacterium to your body. Your immune system sees this harmless version, learns how to defeat it, and builds up a memory. So if the real dangerous germ ever shows up, your body is ready for a fight. Microbiologists are the ones who figure out how to grow these germs, how to make them safe for a vaccine, and how to produce them on a massive scale. They are essential to protecting entire populations from diseases like measles, polio, and the flu. Making medicine is one thing, making sure it's safe is another. That's where the microbiology quality control team comes in. They are the detectives of the pharmaceutical world. Their main job is to ensure every single pill, injection, or syrup is completely free from harmful microbial contamination. One of their most important jobs is sterility testing. For any medicine that will be injected directly into the body, it has to be perfectly sterile, meaning zero living microbes. They take samples of the medicine and try to grow anything that might be hiding in it. If nothing grows, it gets a green light. Another key test is called the Microbial Limit Test. Not every medicine has to be perfectly sterile. Think about a lotion you put on your skin, or a tablet you swallow. While they don't need to be sterile, they do need to have a very, very low number of microbes, and absolutely no dangerous ones. Microbiologists count the number of bacteria and fungi in a sample to make sure it's below a strict safety limit. They also hunt for specific objectionable organisms, like E. coli or salmonella, that could make someone sick. It's all about making sure the medicine helps you, not harms you. Then there's the invisible danger endotoxins. These are sneaky molecules found in the cell walls of certain types of bacteria. Even if the bacteria are dead, these endotoxin bits can be left behind in a medicine. If they get into your bloodstream, they can cause a very dangerous fever and inflammation. So, how do we test for something we can't see? We use the blood of a truly amazing creature, the horseshoe crab. It's special blood clots in the presence of even the tiniest amount of endotoxin. This test, called the LAL test, is incredibly sensitive and helps ensure injectable drugs are safe from this hidden threat. To prevent contamination from happening in the first place, drug manufacturing facilities are some of the cleanest places on Earth. Microbiologists are in charge of environmental monitoring. They take air samples, swab surfaces, and even test the sterile gowns that workers wear. They are constantly checking for any stray microbes that might have snuck into the clean room. By mapping out where microbes are, they can ensure that disinfection procedures are working and that the entire production process, from the air vents to the equipment, is kept in a state of pristine, controlled cleanliness. It's a constant battle against the invisible world. The role of microbiology explodes beyond the factory and into our hospitals and clinics. When a patient is sick with an infection, doctors need to know exactly what germ is causing the problem. Is it a bacterium or a virus? And if it's bacteria, which antibiotic will work best against it? Clinical microbiologists are the ones who answer these critical questions. They take samples, like blood, urine, or a throat swab, and use microscopes, special growth media, and genetic tests to identify the pathogen. This work is crucial for guiding doctors to prescribe the right treatment, fast. Microbiologists are also the frontline soldiers in the fight against hospital-acquired infections. Hospitals are places where sick people and germs gather, so stopping the spread of infection is a top priority. Infection control practitioners, who are often trained microbiologists, work to prevent outbreaks. They track infection rates, educate staff on proper hand washing and disinfection, and investigate any clusters of illness. They help design hospital cleaning protocols and ensure that tools are properly sterilized. Their work keeps patients, visitors, and healthcare workers safe from dangerous superbugs that can lurk in a healthcare setting. Beyond the hospital, microbiologists are public health heroes. When an outbreak of a disease like measles or food poisoning occurs in a community, these scientists are called in to investigate. They act like disease detectives, using microbiology and epidemiology to trace the source of the outbreak. By identifying the pathogen and figuring out how it's spreading, they can help public health officials take action to stop it. This could mean recalling contaminated food, launching a vaccination campaign, or educating the public on how to stay safe. Their work protects the health of entire communities. And now, we're discovering a whole new frontier, the human microbiome. That's the community of trillions of bacteria, fungi, and viruses that live on and inside you. We are learning that these microbes play a huge role in our health, from digesting our food to training our immune system. This has led to exciting new areas like probiotics, live, good bacteria that we can consume to support our gut health. Researchers are now exploring how tweaking our microbiome could help treat everything from digestive disorders to allergies and even mental health conditions. We are just beginning to understand this inner world. So you see, the world of microbiology is huge, exciting, and incredibly important. If you love science, solving puzzles, and want to make a real difference in people's lives, this could be the field for you. There are so many different career paths you can take. You could work in the pharmaceutical industry, developing the next generation of life-saving antibiotics, or using genetic engineering to design new vaccines. You could be on the quality control team, ensuring that every batch of medicine that leaves the factory is safe and effective for patients. Or perhaps you'd prefer to be on the front lines of healthcare. You could become a clinical microbiologist in a hospital, working side by side with doctors to diagnose infectious diseases and save lives every single day. You might become an infection control practitioner, the guardian who keeps hospitals safe from outbreaks and protects the most vulnerable patients. Your work would be a shield, defending against the constant threat of germs and ensuring that hospitals are truly places of healing. Every day would bring a new challenge and a new opportunity to protect people. Maybe you are driven by discovery. You could pursue a career in research at a university, a government agency like the CDC, or a private company. As a research scientist, you could be hunting for new antibiotics in the soil, exploring the mysteries of the human microbiome, or using cutting-edge tools like CRISPR gene editing to create brand new therapies for genetic diseases. You would be pushing the boundaries of what we know, making discoveries that could change medicine and the world forever. The questions are endless, and you could be the one to find the answers. From a pharmaceutical lab to a public health agency, the opportunities are vast. You could work in food safety, in environmental science, or even in brewing. A foundation in microbiology opens doors to a future where you are an essential part of our health and well-being. It's a field that is constantly growing, changing, and offering new challenges. The invisible world of microbes is waiting for curious minds like yours to explore it. So go ahead, look closer. Consider the possibility. Your future could be bigger than you can see.